All right, folks, here we are. I've got the garage door closed because there's a lot of bright sunlight out there. So hopefully this will come up better. Here's a 2006 Ford Mustang GT. I basically just wanted to show how clean this vehicle is. Currently, it's 105,000 original miles. And it's in this Winville blue color. You can see just absolutely gorgeous paint on this car. It does have the 4.6 liter 3-valve engine. These are rated for 300 horsepower from the factory. And as you can see, stock airbox, everything's stock on here. The only modifications it has is it has Steeda axle back exhaust on it. And it has some BBK lowering springs, so the car's lowered. And it does have a brand spanking new set of American Racing wheels, 18 by 9 inches. I just brought these home today from Discount Tire, as a matter of fact, wrapped in Michelin Pilot sport tires. These are 18 by 9s. If anyone's wondering, that nice lip they have on them, that right there is a 34 millimeter offset, and the back spacing is, I believe the back spacing is 6.34 on the back spacing. There's used to be several companies that made these. I had the same set of wheels on here before I just got these, but they were different. They were just, not very good condition, so I wanted to put brand new ones on it. You can see brand spanking new. Oh, and it also does have the Power Stop Extreme Z26 drilled slotted rotors, the Z28 or the Z26 pads, Extreme Z26 pads, and it has brand new OEM Motorcraft calipers all the way around it. But just in case anyone was interested in these wheels. Anyways, just want to show there's absolutely no dents or dings anywhere on this car. I know pictures and video sometimes don't do justice, but I did put some decals on here, some vinyl decals, which will come right off. I just think they look pretty cool. But yeah, I'm really, really meticulous, and there is not a dent or a ding anywhere on this car. Don't really care for these too much. They came on the car when we bought it. They're color matched. They'll come right off if I want them off. Maybe I'll take them off. Maybe I'll leave them. For now, they're not hurting anything, so I'll just leave them on there. They're just held on there with like some 3M tape. Double-sided automotive grade tape. But yeah, this car is just super, super clean. The body it's pretty incredible because most of these are beat to death. Now the car is covered in some dust, but that's just what we have up here in northern Nevada. Got a dusty climate. But even the roof, there's no blemishes, there's no dents, dings, no clear coat, pilling or anything. Just a layer of dust. Even all the weather stripping, you can see how nice the weather stripping is. The hood of the vehicle. I do have these LED tubes. They are, believe it or not, those are not fluorescent. Those are LED. So go ahead and get the other side of the car here. I think it's important to show around the fenders there, that sharp line, because that's where your dings are going to be if you have them. There's absolutely none. You just have to trust me, and I tell you, there's no dings or nothing. And this paint has not been paint corrected or ceramic coated or anything. The only thing I have on here is, well, I'll show you what it is if I remember. So I could only imagine if I had this vehicle paint corrected and ceramic coated. I mean, it already looks gorgeous. We get compliments on it all the time, but I can just imagine, how much even better it would look if it was paint corrected and ceramic coated. It doesn't even need that much paint correction. All right, here's the front here. Just see, these aren't replacement headlights and driving lights there. These are all OEM stuff right here. Original. You can just see how, I mean, what awesome condition it's in. Try to get the bottom bumper there. Doesn't even have holes drilled for the license plate or anything. Here's under the hood. I think I already showed it, but we'll show it again. Why not? Doesn't leak a drop, doesn't smoke anything, doesn't use any oil. It has brand new synthetic fluids throughout the entire drivetrain, synthetic engine oil, Motorcraft oil filter, synthetic transmission fluid, synthetic rear differential fluid with the friction modifier since it is a limited slip. If anyone's curious, it does have the 355 gears in the rear end. Uh, Cooling system has all been flushed. It wasn't bad, but I did it anyway. Power steering fluid, the brakes, um, everything has been done on this car. Even though it came with receipts when I bought it, that they just had it all done. I did it anyway. It does have a fresh tune-up. It has brand new spark plugs in it. It has the OEM coil packs because that's what you want to run on these cars. You don't want to run any aftermarket stuff. Fords are pretty picky. The brakes were all flushed when they got the new brakes on here, the brake fluid, and the new caliper, so it has fresh brake fluid in it. No blemishes or marks or anything on the back bumper anywhere. Just like the front and the rest of the car. Kind of got a limited space in here, so can't really get a wide angle shot in here. We'll just get some quick shots inside the car. It's also super clean in here. That's just a front windshield shade, so don't mind that. You lift up the floor mats, and the carpet's like brand new in there. Feet have never touched it. Headliner is perfect. I know it's dark in here, but the back seat is, like all these cars, the back seat always looks new in them because no one sits back there. Go ahead and get the edges of the doors too there. All right, here's the driver's side door panel. Same thing here, everything's super clean. That's just dust from my feet down there, but underneath that floor mat, the carpet's like brand new. You can change all the colors of the dash in this car. You can change it like 50 or, I don't know, 500 or some crazy amount of different colors. There's the edge of the door over here. And underneath the door, it's all the same. It's all gorgeous. All right, folks, I got the light on my phone. Hopefully you can see under the car. This is from the rear here. You can see how clean it is under there. And it's not like it's been detailed or pressure washed or anything under here. That's just how it's been kept. It's a super, super clean car. I mean, we don't have rust up here. At least not here where I am at. If you go to Lake Tahoe, you will. But yeah, super, super, super clean car. Here's that exhaust I mentioned, the Steeda. It's not super obnoxious. There's not a lot of drone in the cab. It just has a nice throaty, rumbly sound. I almost thought about deleting these and just running straight pipes, but I think we're going to leave it. It sounds really good. And here's the driver's side. Same exact thing. Here's underneath the front of the car. You can see the oil pan. Everything under there. No leaks, super clean. Kind of hard to film under here with as low as the car is. But there you can see the rear of the oil pan. The bell housing to the transmission, the catalytic converters. No leaks. Very, very clean. Since I turned the light on my phone here's the rear seat. Now you can see with the light turned on. Get that headliner with the light turned on too. It's probably washing it out, but maybe you can see it a little better. Oh, and I guess I should mention it does have the Shaker 1000 sound system, which I believe they say it has like 8 speakers plus the 2 10-inch subwoofers factory in the trunk. You have some there. Got them there. I know there's 2 more underneath the rear deck lid, the trunk back there. All right, folks, here's in the trunk. Here's that factory Shaker 1000. I know the sun's kind of washing everything out right here. I got the garage door cracked, but sure you can see it there. And it does have more speakers up on the deck lid there. And that's just a car cover is what that is. Car cover that came with the car. But super clean in here. You know, you can look at any spots that rust out in other parts of the country. See just how clean everything is on this little girl. She's 18 years old. And she's I'll tell you guys, I'm pretty lucky at finding these Mustangs in really good condition. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, when I buy them, I definitely go through them and clean them up and detail them. And, you know, like this one, I just put a brand new set of wheels on it and changed all the fluids. You know, I go through everything I own with a fine-tooth comb. I had that 94 supercharged, Vortex supercharged 5.0. That was just so clean. We should have never sold that car. I don't know what was wrong with me. Then I had the 04 Pro Charge Mustang Mach 1. That was a damn near show car. Once again, what's wrong with me? I don't know. I sold it. Man, that's the one I should have kept. But like my wife says, I made the new owner happy, and why be, you know, super greedy and stuff. So, but those other 2 cars were supercharged, and, you know, they were putting down good horsepower. 450, 400 to the wheel. I think the one was 400 to the wheels. The Mach 1 was 450 to the wheels. You know, and that was a conservative tune. This here is just all original, you know, nothing modified, 300 crank horsepower. We run 91 octane Chevron fuel in it. You know, we run the best fuel we can get up here in it. It runs well. Definitely runs well. Definitely doesn't pull like the supercharged cars, but I'll tell you, overall, and I wouldn't think I would say this, because I really like being behind the wheel of a car that has enough power to handle itself, you know, if something else pulls up next to you at a red light or something. But this car, even though it's a lot tamer, it's a lot it's nicer to drive. It really is. I really enjoy driving this car more than the other ones. Ford's done a great job, and I've never been a fan of this body style. I really like the 99 to '04 style, you know, and the old Fox bodies. I don't like the SN95s, the 94 through 98. Was it 94 through 98? Too much. My son, that's his favorite one. They kind of grew on me, but this one's growing on me, and I'll tell you what, it's handling. This in a factory form with lowering springs handles way better than one of those other 99 to '04 cars or the 94 to 98 cars with all the suspension upgrades. This is just it handles great and it's a joy to drive, and I'm finding myself really enjoying this car like every time we drive it, and my son enjoys driving it as well. So why am I making this video? Well, if you know me, eventually it's going to be up for sale. I don't know when, but eventually I will put this one up for sale. But we're going to hold on to it for a little bit. We're going to drive it. We're going to enjoy it. My son's going to get proficient at driving a manual a little bit more. Oh, and I should mention the clutch in here is super, super grabs super good. I don't know if it's the original clutch or if they had it replaced. That's the one thing I didn't ask. But it feels, I mean, it feels absolutely great. It doesn't feel like it has 100,000 miles on it. Anyways, folks, that's it. No weird noises, no knocks, no leaks, no smoke, no nothing. She's just a gorgeous example. And I kicked myself in the ass when I sold the supercharged 94 Mustang. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I cried for 2 or 3 days straight when I sold that '04 Mach 1. I don't know why I did it. I didn't need to. I didn't need the money. I don't know, guys. I got a problem in my head. And I'll tell you what, that one was a hard one right there to get over. But now we got this one, and this car is a gorgeous car. It sounds good. And I told my son from the start, I wasn't even looking for one this new. I said, let's just find an older Fox body or even a 94 or 95 SN95 that's still a 5 liter, you know, push rod engine. And I said, all we have to do is just throw an off-road X pipe, throw some Flowmasters on there, and put a big ass cam in it. And don't worry about if it's fast. You're not going to beat any of these modern cars with a car like that. But it's going to sound great and it's going to turn heads wherever you go. But we ended up with this one. And man, it's really growing on me and it's a great driving experience. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Like I say, eventually it'll be up for sale. I don't know when, though. I couldn't tell you if it's going to be in 2 months, 6 months, a year. I don't know. I don't know. I think if I get rid of this one, I'm really going to kick myself in the ass because I know I'm not going to be able to replace it with something this clean. I mean, that Mach 1 I had was gorgeous. And I really think the body on this is every bit as good as that one, if not even better. It's crazy. That Mach 1 just had that gorgeous competition orange paint. But anyways, guys, if you need this car more than I do, you can make me an offer. But I'll tell you this car ain't going nowhere for no 10 grand or 12 grand or nothing like that. It's going to have to be more than that for sure, because you're not going to find another one this nice. Thanks for watching. Take care. Catch you next time.